Hey everybody, welcome back to Nico Brothers. Continue to build on our Duramax. This is part 137. Okay, it's not that bad. But yeah, there's a lot of work, that's why there's a lot of parts. But whatever, you get to experience it with us. So today I want to finish putting all my brake lines, wire harness onto my frame, and then after that, drop down the engine and transmission, get it all hooked up and looking good. So things are moving forward on it. It's looking like a solid truck again without the cabin bed and everything. Yeah, we still need a lot of parts, but that's not a problem. So like I said, we're gonna take this probably, wheel it back closer to our other parts frame that we can take everything off, and then we'll wheel it over there where our engine transmission is. Because I don't really want to work on underneath the hanging engine transmission. That thing's heavy, nothing falling. But like I said, I just wheel it over there, swap some parts over. All right, guys, so we're outside, and this is our good parts that we're gonna swap over. So I got my brake lines, my wire harness, some computers, some other stuff. Looks like a charcoal canister or something, I guess, over there. So all of these should just plug and play over there, except once I get farther down to over here, being 2 feet shorter, I might have some issues, and I probably have to figure something out. But let's just get it over there and see what's going on, and see. Hopefully everything's gonna be okay, or what we have to swap over or fix or modify. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Let's just start doing it. All right, the guys did a great job and ran my brake lines, all the wire harness, and surprisingly, it made it all the way to the end. Yeah, even though it's a 2 feet longer frame, 2 foot longer frame, check it out. Plugged in the back into the computers, all the plugs look good. Lined right up. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So the brake lines, I still have to run this underneath. It's gonna go right there, so that's a little short. I might have to figure that out. Either get longer brake lines or an extension or something, but that's not a big deal. Overall, plugged in nicely over there. Rear differential is bolted down. Still gotta do my shocks, but it's all lining up. That is pretty awesome how the universal it is. I mean, check it out. It just goes boom, boom. Everything's lining up. There are a couple differences, like this bracket isn't on the diesel frame, and I might actually end up cutting it off because my diesel tank's right there, and then there's a little canister right here, so that's a little different. So we'll modify that slightly. And then over here is gonna be my def tank. Get that mounted on there. But yeah, check it out. It's going pretty good. There's still a couple things in the front I need to do. Since this one's broken, I'm gonna probably swap it out with my gas one. Not a problem, get that going. But it's looking good. I'm sure in no time we're gonna be able to drop in that engine transmission and get it going. Moving forward, getting ready for the cab. Looking good. We also got the transmission mount replaced because that was the old one, and that's where the diesel one pushed back a little bit. And then once we get the engine transmission in, we'll actually see the difference for the exhaust to plug it into the headers. So might need to modify that too right there. Cut a section out, make it a little longer. But you know, there's a will, there's a way. Can't give up. We'll get it done. All right, so we got the def tank installed, looking pretty good. That hooked up nicely. There are a couple complications once it comes to the fuel lines. They're actually a little shorter, so we need to figure that out. And also our exhaust, that little def line goes around, so you can see that or not. Yeah, basically that guy should have been like right here, and then it goes underneath and it plugs into here. So we are short right now, so we're basically just gonna cut it so we can extend it, and then we'll put a sleeve over it. And once we get the engine installed, then we could weld it finally, but we don't want to weld it till we know we're secure. But for now, we're just gonna let it dangle. So get that cut, move forward, plug in everything else. It seems like the wire harness actually started from the back and working our way over here. We're having issues working our way down, but we'll figure it out. It's one thing after another, you know, just step by step, but we'll get it done. No big deal. Let's get that cut and move forward. All right, just like that, we got it cut off. There's our other piece that we need. So we're just gonna basically mount it on here and then route our def line so that everything's where it needs to be. Go get a sleeve, some clamps. We could probably put that back together later, but we'll have it welded, like I said, after we have the engine and transmission installed. All right, moving forward. Sometimes you gotta break down to build up. So let's go ahead and do a bracket delete and get rid of this guy. Too bad it's welded, so I'm gonna have to grind that off or cut it off because my little tank's gonna go right here, and I don't even know what that bracket's there for. Maybe it's a gas thing, but now since we're a diesel frame body truck, so let's get ready to move it. So here we go, moving right along. We've got some modifications done there, some modifications done here, but I think we're ready for our diesel tank. So let's get that mounted, put back where it belongs, and we can really tell if everything's plugging in right. Little extensions here and there are needed. That's pretty cool. Moving right along, and we're gonna get that engine transmission in shortly. No time. Nice. So hey, I'm kind of nervous about that diesel tank. I hope it all lines up. Just really depends where that extension was. So hopefully from here to there it's the same. I mean, I don't see why it'd be different, but you never know. So let's go get it, stick it up there. Hopefully it fits and nothing like that. I don't want to cut my diesel tank in half. That'd be bad. All right, so good news, we've got the tank up. Bad news, it's not fitting. It's the strangest thing. So it seems like our frame is shorter distance from that cross member to this one. Basically 3 feet, we measured it, and the other one's like 3.5 feet. So I'm really confused why the diesel tank have a bigger width than our longer frame, as if our tank is too long. Basically this needs to slide over to that hole right there. So close, but yet so far away, because what are we gonna do? Grind it off, move it over? Dang, that'd be definitely worst case scenario. I really don't want to mess with the frame that much, but I mean, a little bracket delete, whatever, okay, but entire cross member like that? Wow. Yeah, definitely have to decide what we're gonna do with it, because it is a diesel tank, and to put a regular gas tank, you still have issues there too. Choices to make. I don't know. Have to figure it out. All right, guys, getting pretty close. It looks like the engine is tilting a little bit to the left side. I don't know if you can tell or not. Right there, the transmission mount bolts are a little crooked, but basically we got the left side already, driver's side plugged in. Passenger side still lifted up. Looks like it's lining up. Pretty close. This side is already bolted down. Right there. Nice. Hopefully nothing's hitting. Keep everything out of the way. Nice and easy. Let's keep going. Let's get this thing installed. let's not forget about that and get that bolted down and keep on going. Nice, and look at that, popped right in. Honestly, one of the easiest engine transmission installs since the cab is gone, everything else is gone, and we just lowered it down. Awesome. So I'm happy that all fit in together, not like our other issues that we're having right here. So maybe this is where they made it longer or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's fitting in nicely. The exhaust is gonna go right there. Right there. All right, whatever, you get the idea. I'll do it with 2 hands later. But yeah, we got the transmission bolts, we'll get that mounted, and we are down. Hope we didn't pinch anything. All right, guys, and just like that, like I said, our engine transmission is mounted. I'm super happy about it, fit like a glove. But unfortunately, that's all the time for this video. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We have a lot of parts coming in for the front end, and we got to repair it before we put the cab on. We still have to secure a lot of things, a lot of hoses, a lot of wire harnesses we got to connect. I really hope it actually makes it, because like I said, back there they plugged in nicely, but it's working up over here where it gets kind of shorter. Hopefully our 2 feet is not that big of a deal, and we hopefully don't run into other issues. But like I said, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.